Centrobasket U17. Demos la bienvenida a la práctica a la selección nacional de Costa Rica con el número 1, Marcelo Calderón, 2, Fabián Ponce, 3, Emanuel Chon, 4, Nicolás Saltario, 9, Alejandro Marín, 11, Saúl Martínez, 13, Víctor Campos, 15, Matías Mena, 20, Trillian Foster Thompson, 23, Andrés Mora, 24, Michael Guerrero, 31, Julián Solís, coach, entrenador principal Alexis Monge, asistente José Fuentes. Demos la bienvenida a la cancha a la selección nacional de México. Para el número 1, Maximano López. 5, Francés Córdoba. 6, Raúl Villarreal. 7, Santiago Camacho. 8, Brian Martínez. 9, Josué Campos. 10, Alan Soki. 11, Víctor Valdés. 12, Leonardo Hernández. 13, Eduardo Espejel, 14, Gerardo Guerrero, 15, Jorge Domínguez, entrenador principal Luis Moreno, asistente Efraín Ramos. Les pedimos a todos que se pongan de pie para escuchar el himno nacional de Costa Rica.
We'd like to welcome you to the second half of two semifinal matchups here at the 2021 Centrobasket U17 Championship in beautiful Mexicali, Mexico, as we get set to see the host nation, Mexico, take on Costa Rica for a chance to play Puerto Rico in the finals. Thanks for joining us wherever you are, however you're doing so. Carlin Gay on hand. And it's been a journey for these two teams over the last 3 days. This is game day 4, the last game of the day, and only one spot remaining in the final. Mexico got here on a 3-0 round robin in Group B. They had the top spot in Group B, defeating Jamaica, Dominican Republic, and El Salvador. Meanwhile, Costa Rica locked in the number 2 spot in Group A. They beat Aruba, lost to Puerto Rico, who is now in the finals, and beat Panama in a thriller by 4 points to lock up their spot here this evening. Moments away from tip. These two teams have played 3 times in youth competitions, and Mexico has won all 3. The first time they faced each other was in 2011 at the U17 Championship of Americas. They played again in 2018 at the Centrobasket U15 Championship, and then in 2019 at the Cocoba U16 Championship, Mexico winning all of those competitions. Costa Rica looking to beat Mexico for the first time at the youth level. And it would put Costa Rica in the finals in this tournament. Waiting for them on the other end is a team that beat them earlier in the round robin, Puerto Rico. Will we have a rematch from 2019 with Mexico and Puerto Rico? Or will Costa Rica play spoiler? Off we go here in the semifinals, 2021 Centrobasket U17 Championship. Mexico in the home white, Costa Rica in the road red. Zone defense being played by Costa Rica. 3 on the way from Valdez, no good. Espejel with the rebound. And that shot by Guerrero is no good. It's going to be Mexico ball as the shot clock went off. Shouldn't have gone off. There should have been a reset because Mexico did hit the rim and grabbed an offensive rebound. So that was an inadvertent stoppage. Espejel stripped away out of his hands. Costa Rica looking to score first here. Mora thought about it, now puts it on the deck, and it's knocked out of his hands. Guerrero in the open floor gets the first basket of the night for Mexico. Three on the way off. Flat-footed rebound there for Dominguez. Here's Guerrero. Just scored the first basket of the game on the layup. Cordova back to Guerrero. 8 to shoot for Mexico. Cordova is wide open for 3. Indeed! Ramses Cordova's first. Close and keep this crowd out of it. It is a home crowd for Mexico. Mexico hasn't really been tested so far in this tournament. They pounded Jamaica and El Salvador. The Dominican Republic were the team that maybe made it the closest game, but that game was never truly close. It was all Mexico from the start to finish. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay here with Costa Rica. 13 on the shot clock. Mora will inbound. Another turnover. Valdez has it. Gets it back on the give and go. And he had it slapped out of his hands. Will go the other way. Hit his thigh when he was stripped. Valdez directing traffic. He's saying that he wanted, looks like Cordova to go a little further into the corner so we could feed him for an open three. It's obviously going to be some nerves to start the game anytime you have a chance to play for a gold medal and an opportunity to lock in your spot at the U18 Americas Championship, which will be in 2022 in June. We don't know where yet. That will be announced. The host nation will be announced in the coming months. Nice look. Espagel with the layup. That's a 7-0 run to start the game. Three in the corner. Bang! Solis knocking down the three. His first three of the game. Valdez finds Espagel. Valdez is just a terrific passer. We'll talk about him throughout the night. NBA Academy player. Another steal in the backcourt. Cordova was going for the alley-oop attempt. Got slapped out of bounds. Good hustle there by Costa Rica to get back in time. Guerrero inside. The ball slipped out of his hands as Soto will dribble back the other way. Soto no-look pass. And Quiros. Solis Quiros with the lay-in. So he has all 5 points for Costa Rica now. Trying to get them back into this game. Good defense there by Mora. And then a foul is going to be called on Guerrero. Alley-oop inside, and Valdez got 2 opportunities at the layup attempt and was able to convert on the second. Good inbound play there by Mexico. They lead 11-5. Soto, the no-look pass inside. Arias off the glass, no good. Ball vacuumed in by Espagel. That's his 3rd rebound already. Valdez. Cordova for 3. That's his 2nd 3. 14-5 your score. You see the shooting numbers. It's Mexico shooting 60% from the field. Soto, that's a 2. Espagel tapped it to Valdez. And 1 and done for Costa Rica. Guerrero. Valdez will penetrate. Skip pass inside, and a tough layup by Dominguez. And that leads to a timeout, 16-5, as Mexico asserting their dominance here early on in the first quarter. Well, this is a home team in Mexico hoping to get back to the final for the second straight U17 Centrobasket Championship. They won the gold in Puerto Rico in 2019, beating Puerto Rico. And guess who's waiting for them in the final this year? It's Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico was able to get past the Dominican Republic 81-80. What a thrilling game that was. 10 lead changes. It was really back and forth. And Puerto Rico will be standing there waiting for the winner of this one. The loser of this one will play the Dominican Republic for the bronze medal game. That game will tip off at 5:30 local time. The gold medal game will tip off at 8:30 local time tomorrow. 16-5 right now for Mexico. Balanced scoring across the board. Here's Guerrero. The feed inside. Espejel. Oh, great high-low pass from Dominguez. And you can see why Mexico is undefeated in this tournament so far. They're just so good at moving the ball. That's a tough layup there. That's Mora, who got to the basket, and he drew the foul. He'll go to the line for one more. Quiets the crowd momentarily. So Andre Mora, captain of this team, averaging 17.3 points in the tournament coming into tonight's game. 6 rebounds and 6.7 assists. And one of the catalysts for Costa Rica and help them get to this semifinal matchup. Soto, high off glass, got it to go. So Costa Rica now stringing together a couple baskets. Cut the lead to 9. Good hands there. Soto now vacuums it in. Campos looking for help. Soto looking to penetrate now. Flicks it up, gets fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2 shots. So much better out of the timeout from Costa Rica. Seems like the nerves are going away and they're starting to play their basketball now. Dominguez was charged with the foul. And here's Soto, who will toe the line for 2 free throws. So Soto in 3 games thus far for Costa Rica, playing 20 minutes per game, shooting 86% from the foul line. Really good foul shooter. Averaging 8.3 points, 3.3 rebounds, and about an assist and a half. First free throw was good. Josue Ocampo checked into the game for Mexico. There he is on the rebound. Mexico, a pretty deep team, like to go to their bench early and often. Santiago Camacho fed it inside. That's ripped out of Ocampo's hands by Guerrero. Soto with the high dribble. Soto right to the rim. Can't get it to go. Espejel with the rebound. Looking for help. And he finds it in Cordova. There's Cordova. Skip pass. Camacho will tee up a 3. Left it short. And the ball's cleared by Mora. 3 on the way. Got it. And Solis knocking down the 3 there, which leads to a timeout for Mexico. So how about that? A good response from Costa Rica. Wanting to talk things over as Costa Rica goes on an 8-0 run. Here's some of the highlights from first quarter so far. The break gives us an opportunity to talk about some of the other games that have happened earlier today. Well, if you've been watching and paying attention throughout, early this morning, you got an opportunity to see Jamaica and Aruba. Jamaica coming away with an 81-59 victory in that one. London Johnson, one of the stories of the tournament, did not get to 40 points this time. The first 2 games he played in, he got to 40 points. Did not get there this time, but he's still the tournament leading scorer. Panama defeating El Salvador, which will set up a date between Jamaica and Panama for 5th place tomorrow. El Salvador and Aruba will close out their tournament to classify tomorrow as well. And in the first semifinal, Puerto Rico defeating the Dominican Republic 81-80. What a thrilling game that was. Puerto Rico is now in the final, waiting the winner of this one. Dominican Republic can play for bronze, and they will play the loser of tonight's game. Camacho for 3, no good. Rebound there, Espagel. The ball hit the bottom of the goal. Should have been out of bounds, but play on as Camacho will get the layup. So a break there for Mexico. They cash in on it. 7-point lead. Soto for 3. No good. And a good block out there by Ocampo. Here's Camacho. Cordova. Skip pass. Valdez traveled. So Camacho, Cordova, Espagel, Ocampo, and Valdez on the floor for Mexico. Soto, Arias, Guerrero, Mora, and Solis on the floor for Costa Rica. A steal there by Valdez. Goes behind the back and finishes. Valdez, one of the better passers here in this event. Just has great vision, great court vision. You see him come up with another steal, 3-on-1. Probably should have used the bounce pass there. And now 3-on-1 the other way. There's the bounce pass. The layup is blown by Campos. Camacho counted and the foul. Just like that at the timeout, the lead extends once again for Mexico. And they'll go into their bench now to close out this quarter. 1:18 to play. Subs on both sides now. Soto was the one who picked up the foul as Camacho will hit the free throw. Extend the lead to 12. Full court pressure now for Mexico. Costa Rica just did get it over the timeline as Solis now with it, looking for help. Mora. Guerrero, skip pass, Soto for 3. He hits. Good skip pass there by Santiago Camacho. And Soki drills a triple. That's Soki's first shot. They're going to call it a 2. His foot was on the line. Soki's first shot, Soki's first bucket. He's probably the sharpest of shooters for Mexico. One of the true three-point threats this team has, number 10 in white. Keep an eye on him on the perimeter. 10 on the shot clock on this inbound for Costa Rica. Three, indeed. quick trigger on the three and leads to a timeout. Head coach Alexis Monge wants to talk things over. 30-18, you see the first quarter statistics. The rebounding numbers highly in favor of Mexico at the time being. So here's some of the highlights from the first period. Leading scorers for Mexico, Espagel with 6, Soki with 5, Camacho also with 5. Pretty balanced scoring for Mexico. On the other side, it's Solis with 10 points, leading the way for his team. Fast break points in favor of Mexico at the time being. They have a 10-4 lead in that department. They also have 8 points off turnovers, 18 points in the paint. That's going to be something to keep an eye on throughout the game. They've led from start to finish. Biggest lead so far has been 13 points. The biggest run for Mexico was a 9-0 run early in the game. See Valdez with the dish. Mexico, one of the best passing teams here in the tournament. Coming into tonight's game, folks, they averaged 34 assists through their 3 games. Not an easy task to do. 105 points as well. They can score in bunches. Dominican Republic was the only team to keep them under 100 points in the round robin. Costa Rica, on the other hand, they have been able to get to the 90-point mark in their 2 games that they've played. They're much more of a half-court team. Mexico's going to get up and run. Costa Rica probably doesn't have the firepower to run with Mexico if it turns into a track meet. So here we go, second quarter action. 3 on the way there by Mora. That doesn't go. The offensive rebound rims in and out. Last touch, they say, by Mexico. So that will reset the shot clock to 14. Solis was in there battling. Guerrero got stripped. And ahead of the pack is Camacho. He missed the layup. Rebound there by Thompson. Mora dancing with it. Now looking to turn the corner. Finds help in Solis. He's going to have to put it up. They just got it off in time, and it's banked in by Guerrero. On the way, no good. Camacho couldn't get to it, so he just tapped it to his teammate, and they kept possession here. Soki for 3. Indeed. That's 2 3-pointers for Soki. Told you have to watch him on the perimeter. He can flat out shoot. Right now, Costa Rica has to identify number 10 as a shooter. Soto spinning. Guerrero, who just hit the 3, dives for the loose ball there. And he traveled. At the youth level, you cannot get off the ground once you're on it. And Guerrero did. And the referee's quick to blow the whistle there for the travel. Leonardo Hernandez, number 12 in white, checks into the game for the first time tonight for Mexico. Here he is on the ball. Here's Camacho. Camacho pulls up. Shot was partially blocked there. It's good defense. And the drive and finish that. Floater is good for Hernandez. His first shot was a good one. Quick pull up there by Soto. No good. Camacho. Spinning. Kicks. Soki. He's been on fire. In and out. And Guerrero clears. There's Solis. Mora thought about the three. Guerrero stepped out of bounds. Just under 7 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Mexico in front, 35-23. Martinez inside of Campo. No good. Mexico with the offensive rebound. It's Ocampo cleaning up his own miss and putting it back up and in. His first two. Soto showed the up fake, now kicked it out. Mora for three, way off. Camacho dribbling right between two defenders. A wild layup by Camacho, but couldn't get it to go. Saved by Martinez. At least I thought it was saved. It is. Slapped it off of a Costa Rican defender, and it will stay here for Mexico. And that leads to a timeout with 6:09 to play here in the first half. Mexico in front, 37-23 over Costa Rica. So after the timeout will be Mexico basketball, 14 on the shot clock, 37-23 your score in favor of Mexico with 6:09 to play here in the first half. Good feed inside on the inbound, but they couldn't convert. Camacho. Martinez. Martinez thought about the three, skip pass this time. Soki for three. Got it as the shot clock expires. Soki has had 3 3-pointers here in the first half, and the lead extends to 17. 11 points for Mr. Soki. Thompson, good job of keeping the pivot foot. He was getting bumped around in there. Mora for three, no good. Thompson with the rebound. He stepped out of bounds and will go the other way. Costa Rica are going to stay in that 2-3 zone and not extend beyond the three-point line. Mexico are going to take the wide-open threes anytime they get them. Here's Soki. He's hit 3 threes so far, and he wants it again. Martinez inside. Valdez, nice move. Starting to see Mexico now flex their muscle offensively with the ball movement. Foul on Martinez on the reach-in. Solis will sit. Mena is into the game, number 15 in red. He's on the inbound. Pass by Soto, and he turned it over. Martinez ahead. Camacho lays it in. Mena turned it over again. Valdez right to the rim, missed, and Martinez is there to clean up the mess. This is dangerous time right now for Costa Rica, really in jeopardy of getting blown out here. Still a lot of time for them to battle back. That they got to start making some moves here as Valdez with the block. Guerrero, 5 to shoot. Can't hit. Soki with the rebound. And he runs the floor. Soki can't get the layup, but he'll go to the line for 2 shots. Soki's first free throw, no good. Pretty good free throw shooter. Shooting his first free throws of the tournament here. Makes 1 of 2. We know what he can do from beyond the arc. Drive inside there and finish by Mena. Valdez. Soki for 3. Wanted that one to fall, so did the crowd. Feels like every time he takes that shot, it's going to go down. Here's Soto. Deep 3 on the way, no good. And Valdez directing traffic. He'll drive. Fire to Soki in the corner for 3. Another 3-pointer for Soki, his 4th. Soto playing around with it. And it's turned over. Valdez using his body well there to shift off the defender. Ball slapped out of his hands. He wanted a foul call. It's 18 seconds on the shot clock. Leads to a timeout. 50-25 in favor of Mexico. 2:40 to play here in the first half. So Mexico putting on a great performance now here in the first half. It's their ball after the timeout with 18 on the shot clock. 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Last touched by Valdez. Valdez saying it was slapped out of his hands. Referee having none of it. See if Costa Rica could close the half with some momentum here. Soki, number 10 in white, has been terrific. 3-point range, Valdez pass a little too hot for Martinez to handle. Check that Hernandez was the one that could not handle the pass. Guerrero checks back into the game, replacing Ryan Martinez. Soto. Mena. Back to Soto. Jab step and drive. Tough shot. Soto got it high off the glass and got it to go. No time to celebrate. The other way we go. And Guerrero with the bucket and the foul. Mexico doesn't even give you a chance to breathe. Soto made a one tough layup on the other end, and before he knew it, he was watching the ball go through the hoop on his own goal as Guerrero raced down the floor and Valdez found him. And Guerrero completes the three-point play. Soto in trouble, finds help. And Mena in the corner, slapped out of his hands. He'll stay here. .37 to play here in the first half. 11 on the shot clock for Costa Rica to work with. Soto has 5 to shoot. He's going to have to put it up. It's Guerrero at the foul line. He left it short. Ooh, almost a travel there. Valdez spinning in the lane. Good patience, but he was fouled. He'll go to the line for 2 shots. It's just his 3rd team foul here for Costa Rica in this quarter. Mexico only has 1 foul themselves. Pretty clean first half. Oh, they say it wasn't in the shooting motion, so it's going to be a side out, 14 on the shot clock for Mexico to work with. Guerrero. Valdez. He's trying to do a no-look pass, but he caught his own teammate off guard, who was Lopez. Lopez was wide open. Valdez could have just made an easy delivery there, and Lopez would have had an easy mid-range jump shot, but tried to get a little fancy, and it goes out of bounds. There's Soto. Tried to find Guerrero, could not. Valdez ahead of everyone. Oh, good steal there. Valdez got it right back and fed it inside for Soki. Soki with a rare layup. He's been doing most of his damage from 3-point range. Another turnover here as Mexico in the open floor. It's Valdez with the Euro step. Costa Rica would love to get one more clean look at the rim, but Mexico all over them defensively. Mena, pump fake, drives. Can't get it to go. Got his own miss. Valdez with the steal. Ahead of the pack, it's Lopez. And he's fouled by Soto. Good sportsmanship there by Soto, helping Lopez off the floor. 9 seconds remaining in the first half. It's been all Mexico. The defending champions with their largest lead of the game right now. 30-point spread. Lopez is going to try to add to that with 2 free throws here. So Osmar Lopez knocks down the first free throw. It's played about 15 minutes per game, 14 minutes, 18 seconds to be exact, on average coming into this game here at the tournament, averaging 8.3 points. Missed the second free throw. Mexico getting 2 opportunities to shoot before the end of the half. And the horn sounds. It couldn't sound quicker. Costa Rica is going to want to put this first half of action behind them and focus on the next 20 minutes. Halftime here in Mexicali. It's 58-27 in favor of Mexico. There's the halftime score, and in just a second we'll see some of the shooting numbers. .64% from the field for Mexico, and they're red hot from three-point range, large part thanks to Adam Soki. Rebounding numbers heavily in favor of Mexico, and they have just been so unselfish throughout the tournament. 19 assists already at the half. There you see Soki with 17 big points to lead all scorers. Solis with 10 to lead Costa Rica at the break. Well, Mexico 20 minutes away from punching their ticket back to the finals to defend their medal, this time at home. They would love to do it here at the 2021 Centrobasket U17 Championship. Here are some of the great highlights from the first 20 minutes of play. A reminder, your score at half: Mexico 58, Costa Rica 27. We'll be back with second half action in a few moments.
con parte de los fondos de esta noche, usándolos para cantar Centrobasket U17, de destacar calidad de FIBA, disponible en Android y en App Store.
Well, it was a dominant 20-minute performance for Mexico. Can they put together another 20-minute performance and replicate what they did in the first half and punch their ticket to their second straight finals appearance here at the U17 Centrobasket Championship? Waiting for them on the other end will be Puerto Rico. Those men in red and blue from Costa Rica aren't going to go down without a fight. 58-27 is your score after the halftime break. Mexico in the home white. Costa Rica in the road red. Carlin Gay on the call. Thanks for joining us wherever you are, however you're doing so. Hope you're enjoying tonight's action as we get set for the second half here. Three on the way, no good. Let's see how Costa Rica can start their second half. Not going to be able to score it, chip away at this lead with one basket. They're going to have to do it in bunches. That shot way off there. Valdez the other way will get the easy layup. Camacho found him on the long ball. Martinez gave it away. Lopez in the open floor, lays it up, can't get it to go. And the rebound for Soto. Corner three is no good there. Still all Mexico in this one. Costa Rica just trying to find their footing here in the third quarter. Mora on the crossover. Rather, that's Solis that was on the crossover. Trap there, Soto almost threw it away. Solis couldn't get it off in time. It's a shot clock violation. Great defense once again by Mexico. Yeah, they have the 62 points, but they've been doing it defensively. They held Costa Rica to just 9 points in the second quarter. Right now showing you that they're not satisfied with that. They want to hold them to single digits once again here in the third. Valdez. Camacho will pull for two. Can't get it to go. Dominguez is right there. He'll get his own and put it back up and in. So a 6-0 run to start the second half for Mexico. Extend their lead. This is the largest of the game. Campos fell down there. Good to see him get back up. Guerrero banging right into Espagel, and Espagel ripped it right out of his hands and turned it over. Mexico the other way now. Valdez to the corner. It's Lopez. Valdez inside. Nice feed. Camacho converts. 8-0 run. And Espagel is bleeding, so he'll have to come out of the game. Doesn't look like it's a timeout. It's not a timeout unless one of the coaches want to take one here, but Espagel had some blood on him after taking the hit on the last possession. It really could have been called a foul. There was no whistle. It was play on. So here we go after that last basket. 8-0 run now, Mexico, to start this second half, the largest lead of the game. 66-27. Mora into the game for Costa Rica, number 23 in red. Another turnover. Here is Lopez. He'll slow it down. Valdez, cross-court pass. Camacho for three. Indeed. It's all happening now for Mexico. Defending champions, flexing their muscle here in the third period. Mora. Soto. He'll tee up a three. Can't get it to go. Valdez thought about throwing a long pass. Now losing it out of control, being a little bit too careless with the basketball there by Valdez. Wanted to throw the pass, then tried to cross up Soto with an in-and-out dribble and then dribbled it off his shin and went out of bounds. Solis. Solis for three. Costa Rica still hasn't scored. Valdez, perfect pass on the money to Camacho. He could not convert on the layup, so he'll go to the line for 2. Frustration now starting to show for Costa Rica. As Camacho will toe the line for 2 free throws. First free throw no good from Camacho. He's a plus 25 tonight, folks. 14 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds in just under 14 minutes of play. Camacho goes 1 of 2 from the line, so now give him 15 points. You can see the free throw numbers. We haven't had too many fouls in this game. It's been clean. There's a block there by Ocampo. Valdez. Threw it out to Lopez. Lopez now. Back to Valdez. Valdez with the floater. Got it! Tough shot. He thought he got hit and threw it up. Was expecting a whistle. No whistle came. It went in anyway. More. Three fast break points now for Mexico. They're trying to add to that total in every possession. Nice move and a layup there for Solis. Counted and a foul. Well, don't look at this score and think that Costa Rica hasn't had a decent tournament so far. Mexico is really, really good. They're the defending champions, of course. They're flexing their muscle again tonight, showing that they're a team to be reckoned with. Puerto Rico is watching this game after making it to the finals. They will play the winner of this game, which is looking more and more like it's going to be Mexico, tomorrow night. Tip-off will be 8:30 local time. We know the building is going to be rocking a lot of support for Mexico. It's going to be a hostile environment, and Puerto Rico is going to have to try and come in and play their basketball, their style of basketball, pull off the upset. One too many passes, and it's stolen away. Here's Mora. Under 5 to play here in the third period. 8 to shoot for Costa Rica. Guerrero was open, decided to kick it right back out, and it paid off as Solis knocks down the 3 and then shows you the arrow. 16 points for that young man, Solis. Lopez traveled. Here's Mora. Looking for help. He finds it in Calderon. Number 1 in red, Calderon getting his first minutes in the game. Guerrero. Backdoor cut by Mora. To the rim. Much better from Costa Rica now in these last couple minutes. Lopez. Oh, gorgeous look. Ocampo with the finish there. That was a gorgeous look by Ryan Martinez. Pressure defense by Mexico. Really get into you defensively. Floater no good. Good rebound there by Campos. 3 on the way for Mora. No good. Guerrero chased it down. He's looking for help now. Finds it in Mora. 10 on the shot clock for Costa Rica. Mora wants to tee it up. The step back. Here's Guerrero. Each double dribbled. Mexico just isn't letting up defensively. They are bringing it every possession. Here's Martinez. Nice seal and a great pass by Martinez. Dominguez had his man sealed on the block, and Martinez threw it right to the hand that Dominguez had up. Led to another layup. Cordova picks up the foul there. Calderon was trying to find the cutting Campos, but couldn't get it to him. What a pass! Ocampo with the layup there. Another assist for Mexico. Mora to the rim. Counted and the foul. A tough move by Mora. Took the contact, and he'll go to the line for one more. He's slow to get up. Pulling up the sleeve on his right leg. He'll have the opportunity to go to the line for one more. See Mora get up and Mora now with 9 points in the game. Martinez. Cordova. This is great ball movement from Mexico. So key for three. Offensive rebound. Martinez puts it back up quickly. Couldn't get it to go, and Guerrero will vacuum it in for Costa Rica. Here's Mora. Thought about the three, instead gave it to Guerrero, rather. Mora for three. Martinez clears. So key to Martinez. Hernandez. That pass is stolen by Calderon, and he'll lay it up and in. Cordova with the nice move inside, but couldn't get it to convert. Costa Rica showing a little bit more life here at the back end of this third quarter. It's Mora in the front court and lays it up. Mora now in double figures with 11 points. So key for three. This touch by Mexico will go the other way. Well, it's obviously going to take a miracle for Costa Rica to come back in this game. But they can use some momentum heading into the bronze medal game against the Dominican Republic. Of course, the Dominican Republic only losing by 1 point. They'll feel like the bronze medal really belongs to them tomorrow night when they play Costa Rica. Costa Rica will want to get this bad taste out of their mouth from this blowout win that Mexico is on their way to, as Martinez lays it up and in. Shot clock turned off. Costa Rica will inbound here with Mora. Guerrero. Calderon. 5 to shoot. Mora spins, fires, hits the side of the net. He'll get another chance for 3 this time. Can't get it to go, and that's how we'll end the third quarter. Mexico 10 minutes away from getting back to the U17 Centrobasket final. They lead 82-42 over Costa Rica. Here are the percentages from the first 3 quarters. Rebounding in favor of Mexico, 35-21. 30 assists on the night. They average 34 per game for the tournament, so they'll exceed that. Camacho with 17 and Soki also with 17 to lead the way in all scorers for Mexico. Well, a 40-point lead. Defending champions 10 minutes away from getting back to the final to defend their title at home. We'll be back with fourth-quarter action in just a moment. Back we are here at the 2021 Centrobasket U17 Championship in Mexicali, Mexico. The score 82-42 in favor of Mexico. Mexico in the white jerseys, Costa Rica in the red with blue. It's been all Mexico in this one. As another opportunity for Ocampo to get on the score sheet, and he does. Mexico will play in the gold medal match tomorrow against Puerto Rico. It's going to be a rematch of the 2019 final. Puerto Rico was hosting the tournament, and Mexico spoiled the party with a 65-60 win. Puerto Rico is going to try to return the favor tomorrow night. Costa Rica's job's not done here. They still have an opportunity to win a medal. They'll play the Dominican Republic tomorrow in the bronze medal game, and the winner of that game will punch their ticket to the U18 Americas Championship in 2022. That will take place in June of 2022. Not sure where the event will be, but that will be announced in the coming months. Morris 3 is no good. And another fast break opportunity. This time Martinez with the layup. Well, it's shaping up to be an incredible final day of action here in Mexicali. Some of the other games that are going to be on tap tomorrow. The 5th place game between Jamaica and Panama. That will tip off at 2:30 local time here in Mexicali. And El Salvador and Aruba will play in the 7th, 8th game. Both of those teams looking for their first win here. And they would love to close the tournament out with at least a victory. Panama and Jamaica going to be worth watching as well. London Johnson worth the price of admission. He had 2 40-point games to start his tournament, as the alley-oop there is converted by Martinez. Panama clawed and fought with this same Costa Rican team and lost by just 4 points. It could have been them in the semifinals here. Dominican Republic lost by 1 point to Puerto Rico earlier tonight. So they'll be thinking about getting bronze and standing on the podium and making sure that they have an opportunity to go to the U18 Americas Championship in June of 2022. And of course, the final game of the day, final game of the tournament, is the gold medal game, the rematch from 2019, Puerto Rico and Mexico. Hope you can join us. And tomorrow will be fun. The last game day here in Mexicali. It's been great basketball throughout the week. A lot of basketball, a lot of young talent on display here in the Americas. They'll bring out the best of each other as they wrap things up tomorrow. Another alley-oop there, Campos laying it in. Martinez with the pass. So Mexico will get to the 100-point mark likely in this game again. Dominican was the only team to hold Mexico under 100 points. Hernandez inside, tough layup. So just 6 minutes to play now in the game. Fives all around as subs are coming in. Well, in the bronze medal game tomorrow night, it will be just the second time Costa Rica and the Dominican Republic have played in a youth tournament. The last time they played was in 2018 at the Centrobasket U17 championship in the group phase. And Costa Rica beat the Dominican Republic 82-70. Some of these players were part of that. They'll remember it, and they'll want to assert their dominance there and try to get a medal. We know the Dominican Republic is a team that will likely be favored going into that game. They have a ton of defense, pressure. They like to play fast, get in the open floor. How Costa Rica responds to that will be interesting, and that will be the game story. There's the century mark for Mexico as Camacho drilled a three. And of course, in the final, anytime you get Mexico-Puerto Rico, you know you're in for a thriller. Two countries that are very familiar with each other, not just in basketball, but boxing and other sports as well. Look at the head-to-head for these two teams. In youth competition, they've played 7 times now. And Mexico is on a 3-game win streak. Another 3 reigning in there. Mexico, of course, winning in the 2021 FIBA U17 Americas Championship, beating Puerto Rico in the qualification game, finishing in that stage. They beat them in the 2019 Centrobasket U17 championship game in Puerto Rico to take the gold medal and defend it here in Mexico. And in 2018, the Centrobasket U15 championship, they defeated Puerto Rico in the group stage there 58-53. So Puerto Rico on a 3-game losing streak coming into tomorrow's game in youth events against Mexico. Mexico will try to make it 4 in a row. Puerto Rico will try to put an end to it and get themselves a gold medal, the gold medal that they think that they deserve. They were leading in the gold medal game 2 years ago, I should say, in 2019. Mexico made a spirited comeback to get back into that one and steal it. Plenty of people will be reminding them of that as we get closer to the final there. Soki with another 3. He's been just a marksman from deep in this game. 7 3-pointers for Soki. It leads to another timeout. 109-49 your score, 3:14 remaining. There you see the leading scorers and rebounders and assists men for Costa Rica. Well, this is definitely going to be a learning lesson for Coach Alexis Monge. On the other side, Luis Moreno should be very impressed with the effort that his team put forth tonight. See the top assists men for Mexico. To have at least 3 players with at least 8 assists is pretty special, folks. They move the ball as well as anyone. Puerto Rico know it, and they're going to have their hands full trying to defend this Mexican team. And they've gotten better as the tournament has gone along. This is by far their best performance of the tournament. Well, if you're wondering how Puerto Rico did against Costa Rica, Puerto Rico beat Costa Rica 95-60 when they played in not like you could take a ton away of that to try and predict how tomorrow night will shake out between Mexico and Puerto Rico, but good to know that in common opponents, this is what they've done. 41 assists for Mexico tonight. They've averaged 34 in the group stage, so well above their average tonight. Ball's going to stay here. Just 2 on the shot clock for Costa Rica to work with. Soki getting a nice hand as he leaves the game. Just a terrific night for Soki. 7 threes, finishing with 26 points. Game high. Hernandez is fouled. He'll go to the line. It all came together tonight for Mexico. They shot 54% from 3-point range. Their biggest lead on the night was 60 points. 1 point, they went on a 24-0 run. They never trailed in the game. They led from start to finish. 66 points in the paint for Mexico. And they got 74 points off of their bench. Just a deep, deep, deep squad. Guerrero for 3. No good. Hernandez tried to put it up. He got blocked. Mora. Solis with the reverse. Under 2 to play here in the semifinal as Mexico gets their mind now thinking a little bit about Puerto Rico. I'm sure the fans for Mexico have already been thinking about Puerto Rico probably somewhere between second quarter and now. Guerrero with a good fadeaway shot that used the glass there. Here's Lopez. And Valdez will slowly walk it up the court. Lopez tried to get cute and feed it inside. Mora. He's fouled by Valdez. Valdez not allowing any easy layups. So what a tournament so far, and we still have one more day of great action and 2 games where we will crown or hand out at least 3 medals. The silver medalists and the gold medalists automatically qualify for the U18's America's Championship in 2022. So Puerto Rico is already there, and Mexico is 108 away from being officially there. Costa Rica still have an opportunity to do that. That was one of the things that, one of the tasks that many of these teams were thinking about here at the Centrobasket. The reward on the other side, and that reward is playing at the U18 Americas. But standing in Costa Rica's way tomorrow will be the Dominican Republic. Of course, that game, once again, will tip off at 5:30 local time here in Mexicali. The final between Mexico and Puerto Rico will be at 8:30 local time. Jamaica, Panama will play for the 5th spot, and El Salvador and Aruba will play for the 7th spot. Both those teams looking for at least 1 win here in Mexicali, so it should be fun. And if you missed any of the action or just want to catch up on all the information surrounding this beautiful game and the tournament, head on over to FIBA.basketball/U17 Centrobasket /2021, and all the information is there. You want to have a better night tomorrow in the bronze medal game. It's good to see him still fighting for the rebound inside, though. Solis goes glass. And Mexico will just look to cross half and not. Hernandez still laying it up and in. Thought Mexico was going to just take their foot off the gas. Mora now will look to take one more shot. And he won't get it off. What a dominant performance for Mexico, and they punch their ticket back to the finals here at the U17 Centrobasket Championship. They win it 114-58 over Costa Rica. A dominant performance, and they'll have a rematch with Puerto Rico in the final. There are the shooting numbers. Scorching hot night for Mexico. Rebounding in favor of Mexico, and of course the big assist total, 42 assists. They've averaged 34 throughout the tournament, but 42 big ones tonight. Soki was red hot from three-point range, 26 points, leading all scorers. He had 7 three-pointers in the win. Mexico will go to center court. They'll celebrate. They are now locked in to going to the U18 America's Championship in 2022. And they're 1 win away from defending their championship here at the U17 Centrobasket. Standing in their way is Puerto Rico. A reminder, that game tips off tomorrow at 8:30 local time. Congratulations to Mexico. Congratulations to Puerto Rico to get to the finals and set up what should be a great game for the gold medal. Costa Rica will play the Dominican Republic tomorrow at 5:30 local time for the bronze medal. For everybody involved in the broadcast today, I'm Carlin Gay. We will see you tomorrow for 4 more games, the last 4 games of the tournament. Hope you enjoyed it today. Mexico with the win, 114-54 over Costa Rica. Good night, everybody.